Hey guys, welcome back to another tutorial by Shayna's Home DIY and Crafts. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I'm going to be making a Bobo Valentine's balloon. If that's something you're interested in, keep watching. So here I have a 22-inch Bobo balloon and I am just stretching. The first thing you want to do is start off by stretching your Bobo balloon. And when I say stretch, I mean stretch. Okay guys, I've watched a few videos on how to do this, and those videos, just inspired me. It was on TikTok and it showed up and it inspired me. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try this. And when those people on TikTok said, when I said stretch, I mean stretch. And this one lady, I forgot her channel, she said, if you're not sweating, you're not stretching. And I tell you what, they did meant that when they said that. These balloons is not my favorite thing to do to stretch this, okay? I'm showing you guys here on camera a little bit of how I stretch it, but my best technique to stretch these balloons is to kind of like stretch them over my leg, because you need a lot of muscle strength. I tell you, to pull these or to stretch these balloons. So when I first started, I kind of like push a little, and then once I get it, you can't just start with a big stretch. There's no way. No freaking way. And if you don't get these balloons stretched the right way, what happens is when you inflate it, it deflates, okay? It slowly deflates because it's not fully stretched. So you want to make sure these are stretched. You can't go ahead and just inflate these balloons without stretching them. However, I'm going to be doing some experiment on these. I'm stretching, I tell you guys. So then I paused my camera, I stretch on my leg, and I came back and I'm still showing you guys how I'm stretching. It looks like you're gonna rip it, but it's not going to rip. I tell you, when they say if you're not stretching, if you're not sweating, that means you're not stretching, okay? It's hard. You feel the muscle. You feel the muscles in every part of your body moving. I think over time I'll get used to this, but I actually enjoy doing the craft part. I hate the stretching part, but I think I'll get used to it over time and get a better technique. So once I finish stretch my Bobo balloon to where I want it to be, I'm just going to go ahead. We're going to put that over electric balloon pump, and we're just going to inflate this balloon. So on the electric pump, you have one side that's automatic, only like you could put your balloon over that and it pumps and full. And you could also use the pump to do so. You could also use a hand pump. So I'm just inflating this balloon, make sure it's fully inflated, just to make sure, just to see. Don't ask me why I'm new to this. I am still doing research, but keep watching, you'll see. So once I inflate and it looks okay, I'm going to put it down and make sure it's, it looks okay. Push on whichever side that looks high, making sure everything is nice and round. Once I'm done doing so, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to let it loose in the bottom, and I'm just going to let it deflate. So once my balloon is deflated, I'm just going to put it to the side, and here I have my little picks and my rose. So really I want to put just one rose inside of this Bobo balloon. My inspiration is from Pinterest, but I felt like putting a little bit more greenery to just bring it up a little bit does it well. So here I have my one rose and some greeneries. Okay, so I'm just spreading those out, making sure the leaves don't look all crooked and all bending or bent up. So once I got those together, I'm just going to place it where I think it looks good. So once I do so, and then I'm going to use my floral tape, and I'm just going to wrap this around the balloon, the flower. So there it is. It looks all nice. I mean, you could go ahead and put that one rose in it, but of course I'm extra. The ones that my inspiration had only one single rose. There was not any greenery or anything, but I wanted to just bring it up, take it up a notch a little bit. If it's your first time here, my name is Shayna. On this channel, I do a lot of home DIY projects and different type of crafting. And if it's not your first time here, I just want to take the time to say thank you guys so much and welcome back. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you for all the continuous love and support. I truly appreciate you guys. In my last video, I did go ahead and said to you guys, if you're not new, or even if you're new, you can go ahead and watch that video. I did say, I'm thinking of doing giving a giveaway when we hit 10,000 subscribers. But however, only 2 people went ahead and typed giveaway in that video. So from the 7,000 people watch it, I'm assuming I'm assuming that only 2 people actually watch the video or they're really not interested in my giveaway. But if so be it, go ahead, watch that video, which is my last video, and let me know, and make sure you guys are following me over on social media so I can reach out to you guys, and also that you guys are keeping up with the channel, so when I do that draw, I can reach out to you guys to tell you what's my option, and we can have that go on out to you guys. All right, so now that I have my bouquet looking all nice and look how I want it to be, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be stretching out again this Bobo balloon, of course, because it does look like a shrink wrap and I want to blow it up. So again, like I said from my inspo video that I seen on TikTok, if you're not sweating, you're not stretching. So of course it's my first time doing it, so I'm going above and beyond with this stretching. Probably don't need to do that, but hey, it's my first time, so I am just trying out new things and I'm stretching, okay? So so that's all I'm doing. So if you're like a regular Bobo balloon creator, don't come for me. I know you probably say it's okay, but you know, we live and we learn. We have to learn from our own mistake and find our own way and our own technique. And again, like I said, this is my first time doing this, so I will learn as I go along. So if you have any constructive criticism on this, then you could go ahead and type it in the comment section. And if it's not any kind of constructive criticism, then you could just keep it to yourself. All right, so now I'm just going to set that over the balloon and I'm going to turn the pump on and we're just going to blow this balloon up, okay? So now that I have my balloon all blew up and fully deflated, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be fighting this rose. Okay, so you see, if you guys notice, I have my little blue shrink heat sealer over to the side there. You have to use that to see. You could cut the balloon to put there's multiple way of doing this. You can cut your balloon to put your flower in and seal it back. But again, I wasn't too comfortable because again, it's my first time doing this. So with trial and error, I guess I will learn. However, I just wanted to get this video done and get it out of the way. So I came up with this one where I decided to stretch the neck of the balloon out a little bit. So here I am, I'm just stretching. And when you're doing that, you just want to be careful so you don't like rip the seam of the side of the balloon. So stretch the opposite side of the seam of the balloon. So once I stretch that out, there we are. I'm just going to fold my flower and I'm going to force this through that part of the balloon. If I should do this again, I felt like it would have been easier if I pushed the stem in first and then pull in the rest. But then again, I also didn't want any of the branches to come off. So I kind of like shove it in the hole from this side. One thing I must say that I did, and I kind of did that off camera, if you guys ever going to try to do this, is I think I cut the stem too long. So what I did after I got the flower or the rose and the greenery inside of the balloon, I went back and I used my little floral cutter and I trimmed down that stem, that long piece that I have. I thought I made it too long. So here, while trying to force the rose in the balloon, some of the stem came off. However, the good thing about it, the balloon it's big and it's plastic and it's not like slip or anything. So I was able to like flex around it inside of the plastic and get it back on before I blow it up. So I think the balloon is pretty reasonable or flexible of how you could fix stuff inside of it. Depends, I guess, on what it is. But for me, it was this, and branch came off and I was able to move it around and get it back where I needed it to be. So if you guys seen there, that's what I'm doing. The branch came off, look at that. You're going to find where it came off from and you push it right back on, just like that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So just like that. So now I am feeling absolutely optimistic and feeling good about this because I actually got the flower to go inside of the balloon without having to cut it. Now, at this point, I'm like, wait, how do I seal this thing? So I'm like, I can't leave the stem out, because if I do leave the stem out, we're gonna have leaks, and we don't want leaks. The stem has to be inside of the balloon, and this is where I realized that it was too long, so I had to cut it. Okay, so there we are. So I went ahead, I trim off that piece, then I rewrap it, and I put a piece of 260 balloon over it, because of course this stem has wire in it and it was too sharp. So I went ahead and I did that off camera and cut it. So once I was done cutting it, this is what I was, before I cut it, this is what I tried to do. I tried to blow it up with the stem down there, but no, that was not working. Like I said, you can't have the stem like that because it's gonna leak. You don't want this to leak. Okay, so this is where I realized it's too long, so I had to let it loose, go ahead, like I said, and use my floral cutter and cut it off, because now it will be too long. When I push it in, it's too long, so I had to cut that off. So once I was done cutting it and everything, you notice you see in the rows in the balloon just floating, I went ahead and I just give that knot. I give a nice tight tie, just like you will tie a regular balloon at the end. But before I did so, I kind of like swirled around on my finger and tied. So now all I'm doing, I'm just bouncing around the flower, because I'm trying to get that stem in the bottom to go back into that knot, down to that where that knot is, because I have that little loop where I'm going to get that part of the stem to go sit inside of the ending of the balloon. So now that I have the stem down to the bottom, there we are. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to grab that, and I'm just going to take a 260 balloon, and I'm just going to use that to hold it in place and to tie it around. So that's all I'm going to do, and this is how I'll keep it in place. So again, my balloon still has a lot of room to blow up. I didn't blow it up all the way. If you notice, when I touch it, it's pretty bouncy. There is still more room or leverage I have to blow up, but I don't want to blow it up too much, because guess what? You could blow it up till it pops, and I don't want to pop it. Okay, maybe in the future, but just not yet. In the future, I'll try to experiment that, but for now I just want to learn how to do it first before I learn how to damage it. If it pops, then it's okay. So I'm holding one side of my 260 balloon. Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying 360, because we all know 360, right? Okay, so 260. So I'm holding one side and I'm wrapping this as tight as I can, and when I get to the end of it, I'm just going to make a regular tie, like just tie like how you would tie a balloon. Then I'm going to go the opposite side with the next piece of 260 balloon. I did cut these balloon in half, so I'm just going the opposite side and I'm wrapping that around, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to tie that off. Okay, everything is nice and tight and sealed right there. It's not going anywhere. I'm just going to keep this one because I want to see how long it's going to stay inflated for. If I did a bad job or I did a good job. But so far it's looking good. We just got to see. Okay, so now once I get that tied in and everything, I tell you, I have bad carpal tunnel, and I tell you, my hands were hurting so bad to hold this in place and just to get it tied. It's a lot of pressure on your thumb, and from, like I said, both hands has bad carpal tunnel. I don't know when I'm going to get these looked after, but I'm trying to hold out as long as I can. You see what I mean? So there we are. Now it looks all nice. So now I'm just going to make another knot because, of course, why not? Make sure it's all tied and sealed. Then I'm going to go ahead once I'm done tying everything, because of course I don't even know why. I'm just tying the shit out of this, okay? So now I use some hot glue to hold the extra or the leftover balloon that I used to tie. So then I'm going to go ahead and I have my little the balloon stick here. Here's the problem. Here I have some battery from the Dollar Tree and some LED battery operated lights. And here I have some tulle. These are from the Dollar Tree. I already had these on hand. Like I said, I'm a crafter, so I have a bunch of stuff on hand, some other things. So I'm going to classify this, even though it's not fully Dollar Tree, but I think you could find flowers at the Dollar Tree, and you could find Bobo. I seen some video where people find Bobo at their Dollar Tree. It's not at my Dollar Tree, but you could also get it on Amazon. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this red tulle, and I'm just going to cut it up in pieces, and just kind of like put it over that balloon stick to make it look nice. You could use whichever you please, if you have white, whatever, but I have a bunch of different colors, but I felt like red would have gone really nice, been the fact that we have a red balloon in there. So of course I just cut up that red tulle and use it. So I use everything that was on the roll, just kind of to wrap it. There's no special way or any type of different way. But if you want, maybe if you have like more than just the little Dollar Tree tool, just a small amount, then you could probably wrap it nicer. Or if you have the more tool that has more, that's not so flexible. This tool is very flimsy and flexible, so I would strongly suggest, like, if you want to really do this and you're going to do it to sell or so, I mean, you could do it like this and sell it with the Dollar Tree one, but if you want it to look more like outstanding, standing up nicely, then you could just use get better tool. So now I decided to take it up a notch a little bit, because of course I can't get that little battery pack to stand up. And my inspiration, the lady just held it in their hand. There wasn't anything, so I decided I have these little boxes. A couple of years ago, I got these boxes on sale after Christmas from Walmart, like years ago. I don't even know why I bought them, but they were like 50 cents. So I decided I'm going to buy it after Christmas. It's like a little present box. So it does come in handy, so I decided to take the top off. And unfortunately, the top is very cute, so I don't know if I would put these like this to sell it, or will find something different and keep my present box. So I kind of like put the tool like so, and then I kind of like tie a bow on it to hold it. I put some a foam in the bottom and stick the battery pack in the foam. Then I use some like tissue paper to hold it in place to make sure it doesn't fall over, and it's standing really nice. And also I turned the light on, and I really bought these lights from Temu, and I really thought they were like the warm tone lights, but come to find out, I turned them on now, they're red. But it ended up turning out absolutely gorgeous. I have no regret they were red. I will definitely buy these again from Temu, but I want to make sure I have the clear color, because if I'm going to try and sell these for Mother's Day, we need that warm tone, because red is just like you're looking at Christmas and Valentines, or if somebody likes red. So this is what it turns out to look like. It looks absolutely gorgeous. The camera, I tell you, isn't doing it any justice. I want to know how these people get like really good pictures of or shot photo shoot of their product. They probably use real camera. I'm using my phone, but I'm telling you, like, I tried to take a video of the finished project or the finished product, and my phone just doesn't do it any justice. This is absolutely gorgeous. You walk into a store, I will not walk out, leave this. That's how beautiful it looks. And here we go. This is what it looks like at night. I have it in my room where it's darker. It wasn't really nighttime, it's just darker. So this is what it looks like. It gives that room, it set a tone and it set a mood in my room. So of course, if I was going to sell these, or if I'm going to sell these, I think I should sell them. I would sell them for about $50. So now if you made it this far throughout the video, you are the real deal. And if you like what you see here, then go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Click that notification bell. Also, make sure you share this video out with your friends and family. This way they won't miss out. It doesn't cost anything. Go ahead and follow me over my social media pages, guys. And let's chat over there. You get to see more about what I do. So now I know I talk a lot, and with all that have been said, I just want to let you guys know that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Until next time, be blessed and bye for now.